Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to Aussies on the Ball. Today we are going to be doing a draft rebuild for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Brooklyn Nets are a team that I think has got a really bright future ahead. They got a lot of contracts here that they are going to have to maybe move this offseason or think about who they're going to extend. But in the draft lottery, we have the 8th overall pick, and I think that's it in this draft. We have 26 and 27 there as well, but I think some of those are a bit, and we have 19. So I think some of those are a bit out. I think it's mainly the first 14 picks on this save that have been fixed. But yeah, a really interesting team to kind of look forward to over the next few years. They're developing. They bottomed out. They're still competitive this year, even though they did trade away quite a few of their stars. So I'm very excited to jump in and do this rebuild. Now, you would have seen my Philly rebuild last week, and I uploaded that and it was recorded before the draft, but now I'm back to doing some of the teams that were eliminated and are focusing more on the lottery compared to the teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs. So yeah, the last video you would have seen would have been the Jokic Nuggets rebuild. So this is the video after, and then we're going to be doing a Spurs rebuild and then the next few teams. And then once we get through the eliminated teams, once we do try and do the 82-0 challenge with the champion, yeah, it's going to be a lot of videos coming out. And I'm still trying to do the fortnightly videos of the podcast, which have been super fun to record. So let's just jump straight in this video. So we had Jordi Fernandez here, who we're going to keep around. That is completely fine. We're going to move down to the draft. I don't think we're going to be able to move up in the draft. I don't know if anyone ahead of us is really going to want to trade. So we have pick 8, 19, and 26. Do we want to try and get someone that's going to be maybe... I don't think we're going to get Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. That's the thing. Unless we try. If we try, who has those? So the 76ers have the 3 overall. Who had the 2nd overall pick again? I completely forgot who that was. It was the Spurs. Okay, so the Spurs are going to want to use that. Could we potentially... Okay, I have an interesting proposition to throw out here. Could we potentially get the 3rd pick and Paul George, and we will throw how much money do we need to throw in here? Because a lot of these guys are all we have to do is throw in Maxwell Lewis. But we can throw in 19, we can throw in 26, we can throw in 27, and 6, and we can keep 8, and we can draft a couple players and take on Paul George, which is not really the worst option in the world. I don't think this is ever going to get it done in a million years though. But we don't have any players that are actually contracted. We only have Claxton and Johnson, who I kind of want to keep around, unless we think Cameron Johnson could be a trade piece here. We keep Maxwell Lewis. Does this make it a little bit more doable? It doesn't. I'll throw in, I guess we can include 8, and we keep, is this 19 that we're keeping? We keep 19. So 8 Cam Johnson. We'll start with that. So 8 and Cam Johnson. They say no. I'll throw in 26. They say no, but it's getting closer. 27. They say no. I'll also... we have a lot of draft capital coming forward. I'll throw in a 2nd and a 2nd next year. They say no. Okay. I kind of want to do this deal. I feel like the Philadelphia would be willing to do this sort of deal. I guess we can throw in Maxwell Lewis as a player, and then do we give up a really good pick that could be upcoming? We'll give the 76ers back their pick next year. Okay, cool. So we now have pick 3. So Cooper Flag goes number 1. Ace Bailey goes number 2. So we can draft Dylan Harper with our pick here, and then we can kind of go down to pick 19. Thomas Sorbers is on the board, which I kind of like. It's Sorbers over Fleming. Jace Richardson will also be kind of fun. There's actually a lot of good picks here still. I think we're going to take Rasheed Fleming. I think we're going to take the upside, and I like his defensive mindset as well. And here, Nick Clifford is a good shout, and Cam Jones is also there too. Rocco's there too. Rocco tested really bloody well in the combine. Let's take Rocco. Let's take a backup center. A little bit of bias there. So they end up taking Conkinapple, which is fine. We get Dylan Harper. We also now have the expensive contract of Paul George, which is fine because next year is going to be a development season. So Drew Tim, we're going to not bring back. Whitehead, we will. Clowney, we will. Jalen Wilson, we will. And Keon Johnson, I guess we can too. Qualifying offers. Let's think about this. So we're not going to offer. We're going to bring back Cameron Johnson, of course. Or Cameron Johnson, Cam Thomas. We won't bring back. Try bring back Isaiah Williams, I guess. And we want to bring back Sharp. So there's a few contracts that we're going to have to dish out. So we're going to be a little bit expensive, but that's going to be fine. So Isaiah Williams, he wants a little bit of money. Sharp coming in. I'd like to keep him as our backup center. So let's just offer him like a $10 million contract over that 10 years or 3 years. And Cam Thomas, can we do 100 million over 4 years? I think we'll overpay a little bit for him. I think that's going to be fitting. So Melton, we'll sign these two first. So Tyrese Martin, so release, renounce the rights, and all those guys. I don't think. I guess we can bring back DeAndre Russell if he wants to take like a very small. Why would they? Wait, what is going on here? Why are they taking shitty contracts? Wait, what? Is this save glitched? So he's agreeing. So Cam Thomas is a... Wait, what? I'm so confused at what's going on right now. So we're going to decline all these. And we'll match the Isaiah Williams. Is that what we're doing right now? Why is this coming up twice? Okay. And we'll wait on DeAndre Russell, I guess. I swear to God, if this gives us shitty things. Okay, what have we just done? So no, I'm gonna edit that. Because we met. Why is 2K so stupid? Okay, let's fix his contract really quick. It was 4 years. 4 years, 20 million. Are you even able to fix it? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Okay, so now we do 4 years, $20 million. I'm going to fix these two contracts. We're going to offer... we're going to fix up the one with Darren Sharp as well. Because I don't know why these guys accepted $5 million deals. 2K's on one right now. Okay, so we fixed that. That's all sorted. That's all done. So we don't have any point guards on this team. We have quite a few shooting guards. So we're going to have to probably... I reckon we flip Dylan Harper over to our starting point guard. I think that's going to be fine for him next year. So we need to find a backup for him. Cam Thomas and Keon Johnson are going to be fine there. Paul George is probably going to start behind Isaiah Williams. Or maybe we can find a small forward to bring in. Clowney and Rasheed Fleming is fine. Claxton and Sharp is cool too. So I think we just need to sign like a... Ty Jerome would be awesome for this team. That isn't even joking, man. Okay, Ty Jerome. That's a lot of money though. It's a lot of money to throw away. Well, not really throw away, but just spend right now. But I really like it. I mean, Davion Mitchell could be cool as well, like a bit of a defensive point guard coming off the bench. Let's sign him instead. Like Ty Jerome is great and all, but I think he would most likely go to a contending team. So $30 million for Davion Mitchell. Will he accept that or will he not? And he does. Okay, cool. So we get Davion Mitchell on the team. I don't think we can really afford anyone else right now with that Paul George contract just looming over us. So that is completely fine by me. So Paul George, I'm going to edit. And I'm pretty sure if you go into Vitals, you can make him a non-starter. Or like where do you do that? Isn't it? I don't know where you do that. Force non-starter. Yes, we'll do that. 1 season. We'll just force it on. There we go. Force on starter. Cool. Is there anyone else we want to sign right now? We can bring back D'Angelo Russell if we really wanted to, but I don't really want to. There's some rookies here, like Tristan Da Silva is here, and Abaji's here. There's actually a few decent options that have just been waived. So I mean, we can bring in Abaji for a couple years, and if we sign him, that's a pretty good. Yeah, we get some young players this offseason. I know we brought in Paul George, but he's going to be good to kind of teach some of our younger players. He's going to regress a lot, so yeah. Cam Thomas is going to be healthy at the start of the year. Claxton, Davion Mitchell. I'm really interested to see. Obviously, we're going to be bad, which is fine because we own our first round pick next year. I hope we do anyway. So I'll see you maybe at the deadline or maybe next year. And we were good. When I want to be good, teams are bad. So Shea MVP, Rookie of the Year Cooper Flag, Anthony Simons 6th player, Depoy, Giannis, Evan Mobley most improved and clutch player, Shea, Tibbs Digital Coach of the Year. So just wait. You'll see where we finished. At the start, Nick Claxton's on defensive second team. Dylan Harper, Shea Fleming, top 3 in Rookie of the Year race, which is lovely for them. So we end up as the 5th seed. At the start of the season, we literally went 17-4. And this is probably the youngest team in the league. This is literally our starting lineup. We're playing 12 deep, I'm pretty sure, at the moment. And we were pretty good. So I think it's just Dylan Harper and Cam Thomas. I was thinking about maybe trading Cam Thomas, but by the trade deadline, it was pretty much good as done. So yeah, like this team is just that good. So I wanted to lose. I did want to lose. I don't know if we own our picks or not this year, but I guess we'll find out. So coming up against the Cavs, who have had a train man, and that's it. Yeah, cool. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2, I think we're gonna get swept. Honestly, let's just see. No, we lose in 6. So we get some playoff experience, I guess, and we lose in 6. I didn't want to win. I wanted to go back to the draft this year. I wanted a shot at like one of the good guys in the draft. So Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, and the Mavs go on to win it all. Kyrie Irving is your finals MVP. Cool. All right. Player retirements, LeBron, and a few others here call it quits. Moving down to the draft lottery. This is going to suck because we're probably going to be out of the lottery. So we're going to be, we're going to be out of the lottery, which, yeah, that does suck. So the Nets are going to be, was our pick protected this year or something? Or does it go to someone else? I don't even see us on here. Maybe we don't have a pick this year. Maybe it was kind of good that we, yeah. Maybe it was kind of good. I don't even see us on there. Star signing, Jordi Fernandez, we're going to keep around, of course. He's been great for us. And we played with the defensive mindset, or defensive coaching efficiency. So did we have a pick, or was I just blind? We don't have a pick in the first round this year. We should have probably traded into that. So that was on me. That's silly. Let's take Caden Boozer here. Let's take Aiden Sheridan here. And that's actually 2 decent picks. That's 2 decent picks in this draft. So make sure we sign them both. Team player options will bring all these guys back. And hopefully this year with the qualifying offers, it doesn't end in the same sort of glitch that we had last year. So Keon Johnson is here, Jalen Wilson is here, and Zaire Williams is here. Okay, so our roster this year is going to be Mitchell and Harper again, which I like. Derek Whitehead can get some time this year. That's fine by me. I'm not sure if we're going to bring back Keon Johnson. We'll have a look in a second. Cam Thomas is fine. Paul George, Baji's been starting, so Paul George can back him up. Clowney and Fleming. Fleming has been starting, so that's been fine. Yeah, everything's been kind of fine. We do not have Luka money. I mean, if we shed this Paul George contract, would we have Luka money? Potentially. I don't know. We'd have a lot of money. But who would want Paul George in the last year of his contract? The Wizards would just give us a straight up first pick for Paul George. Oh man. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. So we have $40 million roughly in cap space to offer. So I like our point guards. I like our shooting guards. Our small forward can be updated. Like, is there any small forwards that we can go after? Benedict Matherin's there. Power forwards, we have Jabari Smith Jr., which isn't too bad. He could be kind of good. Kaminga's there too. Sohan's there too. Okay. So Jalen Williams is here. We can afford Jalen Williams. Can we afford Paolo? We can almost afford Paolo. Yeah, we can almost afford Paolo, which is interesting. We'll need to move on from probably like if we shed Daron Sharp's contract, we could potentially move on from, we can possibly try and get Paolo or Clowney, which isn't, I wouldn't hate that at all. Like, can we get a pick for Noah Clowney? Because Rasheer Fleming is right there, and if we get a power forward, the Bucks will give us a couple picks. The Grizzlies will give us a couple picks. The Hornets will. The Kings will. There's a few decent things out here. The Rockets, the Spurs. Yeah, let's do this deal with the Spurs. Cool. All right. So now we can probably offer Paolo a contract. Okay. This is going to get really interesting because he's a restricted free agent. So let's just do a player option on the end. Let's just offer him this contract. We'll offer Jalen Williams a contract too. We'll go up to what we can. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm happy with that. Chet is here too, so we can offer Chet a contract too. I think I like that. Trey Young's here. Dyson Daniels, Walker Kessler. I don't think we want to offer anyone else a contract. So it's just these top guys. We can't even get Luka, which sucks. I would love to get Luka on this team. Okay. They're all restricted though, which is a little bit annoying. But are we going to be able to get one of these guys? We get Chet. Okay, are they going to match this though? Are they going to match this? Okay, they matched Jalen Williams and Chet. Okay. And then, oh no. Really, bro? Okay. Oh, we're so far away from Luka. Why has Luka got like zero interest signing with us? Why has Luka got zero interest signing with us? What is this? Can we? He's declined. Okay. Damn, man. I really wanted to bring him in. I really wanted that to be our guy. Jaren Jackson's not the greatest in this simulation, and Walker Kessler's just okay. Like, I guess we can bring in Bari, but that's really not what I wanted. I wanted one of the big dogs. Like, we could potentially just save this money for next year and hope free agency is good next year, and just like, this team was competitive. We could run it back. Like, did we do that? I don't know. I don't really want to just sign someone for the hell of it. Like, do we have our first round pick next year if we're bad? We do not own our first round pick next year. Okay, who has our pick next year? It's Houston. Okay, so Houston have our pick next year. Is there a way we can potentially get that pick next year? See if we can swap this. We'll give you like the Knicks pick, and we'll give whoa. We'll give you the Knicks pick instead. They want Rocco, and they'll give us another pick. I don't want to give up Rocco really. But you can have. There's no one else I really want to give up. You can have Aiden Sheridan instead. They agree. Okay. All right. So I think we're just gonna go bad this year. It's our second year in charge. I think I'm happy with that. We just need to sign a couple of our guys back, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So Let's bring back Jalen. Is it Jalen Wilson? Who's cheaper? Let's bring back Jalen Wilson. We'll see if we can do 6 million for. We'll just do like 2 years. We'll do a team option next year, and then we'll bring back. Do we have our shooting guard rotation sorted? Wait, what am I doing right now? I just can't believe we missed out on all those guys. Tariq Whitehead's fine. Dylan Harper. Yeah, I think we're fine with what we have. So let's just bring in. Could we bring in like a power forward on like a minimum or something? Like, Keyshawn George is here. Did he get waived? He's got a 1+1 team option. Okay, we'll bring him in. And we'll just renounce the rights on all these other guys. Cool. So Keon Johnson. I mean, if Keon Johnson comes back on the qualifying offer, I'm fine with, okay. We don't actually get a power forward apparently. So instead, let's just sign. Who's just someone like really cheap? Alex Caruso is playing the. Well, we need a power forward. So just for 1 year. Sure. Give me Jonathan Mogbo, who got waived. Yeah. Cool. All right. There we go. We're finally moving on to next year. I'm guessing we're going to be bad or mid, but we're going to have a couple top picks and we're going to have a chunk of money to use next year. So hopefully we're just like mid. I wouldn't be surprised if we're good again. I don't think we're going to run a 12-man rotation and play defensively next year. I don't think that's going to be what we're going to do. But we're going to have some picks. We're going to have a lot of good stuff to play around with, and hopefully some good free agents are there. It's sad that Luka wouldn't sign with us for our pick back because it's not going to mean shit. Wemby is your MVP. Rook of the Year goes to AJ DeBanza. Trae Young, 6th player. I'm guessing he signed a vet minimum or a minimum to be in Detroit. Wemby, Depoy, Most Improved, Liam McNeely, Jamal Murray, clutch player, and Coach of the Year goes to Mitch Johnson. Any nets on any of these teams? No, unfortunately not. That's okay. Because we are the 2 seed, and we want it to be bad, and we are the 2 seed. I think I'm just gonna want to be bad for every team moving forward. I don't understand. The Nuggets rebuild the other day was so difficult. The Brooklyn Nets rebuild right now. Maybe we just get as young as we can. I think maybe we just get as I don't even know what else to say. Darren Sharp is exploding at the blocks. He could be overtaking Claxton for our center position, but Rasheed Fleming playing well too. Darren Sharp, Davion Mitchell playing good, but obviously Harper and Thomas are leading the way for us. So, yeah, we we traded and the Rockets. We got to swap best with the Rockets. Bro, really? Every time I try and plan something and do something, it goes wrong. So we end up beating the Pacers. I'm not even. I just want to lose. I just want to lose. Like, oh, I did want to lose at the beginning, but we're through to the conference finals, man. We're taking on the Toronto Raptors, who haven't really changed much. Has Boston traded anyone away? They haven't. They have a Jen Ivy for whatever reason. What about the Pacers? No, they're the same. Okay, cool. So we're here in the conference finals. Game 1 goes to Toronto. Game 2 goes to Toronto. Game 3 goes to Toronto. And this is where we get swept. This is where we lose. Okay, we win Game 4. We win Game 5. We win Game 6. And we lose Game 7. Okay, so Scotty Barnes and Anthony Edwards. And the Timberwolves win it all. Anthony Edwards is your finals MVP. Okay, crazy shenanigans have taken place. A lot of retirees. We're just going to let them all retire. Draft lottery. Watch Houston get the first overall pick. The Rockets get pick 10. We get pick 5 via Washington, though. Rockets get pick 14 via New York, which is the pick that I gave them. So, yeah. We get pick 7 via Houston. Wait, did we get a swap best? Wait. I'm so confused. Okay, we get a lot of first-round picks this year, though. Okay, so staff signing. Jordi Fernandez is still here for 1 more year. NBA draft time. Oh, we need to... Okay. We have a lot of money in cap space that we were gonna use, but We have pick 3, we have pick 5, we have pick 7, we have pick 24. We have a lot of picks to kind of throw around here. Like, would someone become available that we could potentially... Oh, Giannis is a free agent. Giannis is a free agent. Like the center position, is there anyone that's normally untouchable that we could potentially get right now? I don't think so. Like Derek Lively would be kind of cool. We had Jokic the other day, so probably not Jokic. Duran, probably not. Şengün, probably not. We can't even get Wemby. Everyone, the years that we have all the good stuff, we can't really get anything. Okay, what about the power forward spot? Is there anyone at the power forward spot that we could potentially bring in? Like Evan Mobley might not be too bad. This could be the video where we try and get Jason Tatum. That might not be the worst idea. We have a lot of expiring contracts, so like, can we maybe throw in Claxton in this trade and just go with Darren Sharp next year? I wouldn't be against that if we can get Jason Tatum. So Claxton, we can throw in. We really don't have much room, do we? Like Davion's been so good for us. I kind of want to keep him. So yeah, so Nick Claxton, pick 3, pick 5. Does that get it done? They're not interested in this trade. Pick 7. They're not interested in this trade. Pick 24. They're not interested in the trade. Who is our starting small? Whoa. Who is our starting small forward this year? Abaji. Okay. Instead of Jason Tatum, then how about you give me Jaylen Brown? How about that? We'll keep pick 3, but we'll offer all the rest of this stuff. They say no. They say no. Okay, at least give me 1 first-round pick. They say no. Are you for real right now? I'll throw in Davion Mitchell too. How about that? They say no. What? That's an all-time haul for Jaylen Brown. Okay. All right. Let's try it again. Okay, we need a small forward, or we need a power forward, and I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words. So Franz, Michael, what? Like none of these guys really. I don't really want any of these guys. You could give me Armin Thompson, like that. Nick Claxton for Armin Thompson. Pick 5 and pick 7. Would you do that? Would you do this trade? They say no. And I'll throw in pick 24. Okay, instead of that pick, I'll throw you pick 3 for Armin Thompson. What is this file? What is this file, man? Okay, give me Evan Mobley then. Give me Evan Mobley. Nick Claxton. We'll go pick 3, pick 5, and pick 7. They say no. And Davion Mitchell. And I don't want to throw in Darren Sharp. I want him to be our starting center next year. We just got Evan Mobley. Okay. Did we give ourselves... We didn't give ourselves a pick. Okay. 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 Give me Elijah Williams. Sure. And then we have another pick. Give me Chuck Samuels. Sure. Okay. We got Evan Mobley. After all that, we got Evan Mobley. Okay. And we're gonna decline Jalen Wilson. And we've got a lot of free agents, so this is gonna be interesting. Do we have money? We have money for Wemby. We have Wemby money. Okay. Let's just look. So so we have Harper and Boozer. We might have to look for a backup point guard once we get out of here. Cam Thomas, Elijah Williams, no small forwards, Evan Mobley, Rasheer Fleming, Darren Sharp and Chuck Samuels. Okay. If we can get Wemby, I would be in. Wemby and Evan Mobley is insane. That is nuts. Okay, how tall is Evan Mobley? Is he 7 foot? He's 6'11". So him and Giannis would be the same sort of height. I don't think getting Giannis would be smart. Getting Cat, I don't know if that's very smart either. What am I talking about? What am I talking about, man? We have to just go for all these guys. We can't actually okay. Apparently we can't afford this. We'll just give you a 3-year deal instead. Let's offer Giannis a contract too. Apparently we don't have enough money, but that's fine. He's declined. Okay, can we ship out some guys for some cap space? Like, we can move Evan Mobley over to the center position. We don't have to have Darren Sharp, which Darren Sharp was good for us though. Like, can I get like a pick for yeah, sure. We'll just flip. Okay, let's just clear out some cap space, I guess. And we'll try and offer him a contract. So I guess we can just sign another center if we get one of these centers. So can somebody just give me some picks? Oh, David Mitchell, I miss you already. Darren Sharp going to the Grizzlies. There we go, man. Okay, let's revisit this. Can we offer? Okay, we've used all our offers. We get Jokic. we get Jokic. We get Jokic. Okay. Can we keep? Okay, we can keep Whitehead. We keep Rocco. Do we want Jokic though, or do we want to try and get someone else? If we decline right now and go, okay, Jokic is still here. Okay, Jokic is still here. So let's offer Jokic what we can. Okay. Let's offer Giannis what we can. Okay. Okay. Let's offer Cat. Sure. Let's offer Cat whatever we can. Whatever. And okay, so it's either Jokic, Giannis, or Cat. Who are we gonna get? We get them all. We get them all. Okay. Okay. I never get Cat. Would Cat and Evan Mobley work? I don't know if Cat and Evan Mobley would work. I kind of want to sign Cat. Am I stupid for wanting to sign Cat? Like, Giannis would be so good. Jokic would be so good. Okay, I'm gonna sign Giannis. I'm gonna sign Giannis. I never get Cat. Maybe Cat can be one in the other videos. Can we can't sign anyone else. Okay. Oh, is this a mistake? Is this a mistake? Cat could be such a fun 3-point shooter on this. Okay, we're gonna sign Giannis. We just signed Giannis. We just signed Giannis. And we got Evan Mobley. Okay. So then we can throw Evan Mobley to the center position. And our team is going to be Harper, Boozer, Thomas. We don't have any small forwards at all. Oh, man. We don't have any small forwards. Okay. Yeah, give me Tristan da Silva. Give me Tristan da Silva for a couple years. And then do we have any centers that we can bring in? Give me Charles Bassey if we can sign both of these guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to sign both. Bassey comes in. We can't afford Tristan da Silva anymore. Okay, this is where the team gets booty cheeks. Give me Simone Fontecchio. Give me Hayward Highsmith as well. There we go. Hayward Highsmith signs. Fontecchio signs. And do we have anyone else we can maybe throw around? Buddy Hield's 34. I don't really want him. All these guys are a bit older. I mean, give me Caleb Martin on the minimum. Was that, give me Jonathan Isaac on a minimum too? Are you kidding? Okay, Jonathan Isaac signs and Caleb Martin signs. Okay, so we filled out this team a little bit. So we've got Harper Boozer, Cam Thomas, Highsmith, Fontecchio. Can we, okay, let's see. Can we move Fleming? If we move Fleming to the small forward spot, he goes down a couple, but he should progress. So I don't actually hate that. And then Isaac can back up. And we get Charles Bassey. Okay, I'm fine with this. This team, I don't know if we just made this team stupidly good or if we're going to be good, but Cam Thomas is down a little bit, Isaac's down a little bit, but Giannis and Evan Mobley in that backcourt or front court together is nuts. Something you don't see every day. Ja Morant, MVP, Rookie of the Year goes to Colin Murray-Boyle, so he didn't play till this year. Sixth player, Trae Young, Wemby, D-Boy, Most Improved, Elijah Arenas, Kyrie, Clutch Player, and Coach of the Year goes to us. There we go. So we get a Coach of the Year, which is lovely to see. We get Dylan Harper here, and we get Giannis here. So lovely to see that. And we get Evan Mobley on defensive team. That's about it. Cool. All right. We are the 1 seed over there in the East, which is lovely. So maybe the acquisitions of Evan Mobley and Giannis was great. Yeah, Giannis, Dylan Harper, Cam Thomas, Evan Mobley, Rasheer Fleming as well. Definitely worth that pick all the way back in the first season. So we draw Charlotte, who have changed a little bit. Interesting team. I don't know why Brandon Miller always comes off the bench. So we go to 2-0, 3-0, and we drop 1 and we get through in 5. So now we draw Detroit, who have a really good team. They've got Trae Young off the bench. He's there 2 years in a row now, so maybe they did sign him for the full contract. I'm not sure, but we get through in 5. All right. So now we come up against... Okay, so they signed Jokic. I was like, well, how did this team get through? And they signed Jokic. So they lost Giannis and signed Jokic. Very interesting. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. Game 5 goes to us. And Game 6 goes to them. So we're through to the finals. Cooper Flag versus Dylan Harper. That is a pretty fun experience, if I do say so. So let's just drop this down to an 8-man rotation. Let's kind of give our starters like the full time pretty much. And let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to the Mavs. Game 2 goes... Okay, come on now. Come on now. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to the Mavs. Come on, let's not do this now. We got all the way here, man. We signed a blockbuster team and an all defensive team, basically. We built this team to beat who we can, and can we just hold on? Can we please hold on? And we're going to force a game 7. Okay, cool. Let's just reset again, and let's go one more time. Let's go. Come on, Giannis. Come on, Evan Mobley. Come on, fight. And we've got Dylan Harper too. But the Mavs are... This second quarter is disgusting. That second quarter... We have Cam Thomas, man, and we have Dylan Harper. Giannis is even a scorer. How do we get 15 in a quarter? It looks like we can get blown out in this final, but that's okay. All right. Cooper Flag wins finals MVP. Memphis winner. I'm going to go one more year because this team is too good just to let slip. So a lot of retirees. Let's move down to the draft lottery. I don't think we own many picks. We're going to get pick 4. Okay, pick 4 and pick 27. Okay, let's move down to staff signing. Jordi Fernandez, I want to try and bring back if we can. Wherever you are. Wait, does he not? There we go. There's Jordi Fernandez. I'd love to bring him back. But just in case we can't, is there anyone? Okay, let's offer Steve Kerr. Yeah, the contract. Let's offer... Sure, let's offer Eric Spoelstra the contract to Ime Udoka. Sure. Anyone else here? Not really. Not that I really want to. Okay. Let's see if we get anyone. Okay, it's Ime Udoka or Jordi Fernandez. Do we just give Jordi Fernandez one more year? Yeah, let's just give Jordi Fernandez. Let's be nice to our guy. All right, NBA draft time. This is where it's going to get a bit serious, because we're going to have to bring in some guys to kind of cover the positions we really need. So Christopher Purdue here is a good play. Okay, we're taking Noel Edwards. Welcome in Noel. LeBron James. We get pick 11 as well. Okay, that's insane. Anyone else here going to be a good player? Okay, let's take Christopher Purdue. Just players that we can kind of cover some of the areas we need to cover. And then we'll take you as well. Cool. We got a lot of picks in this draft. I'm just going to sim to the end. Okay, so hopefully we still have some money. I'm just not going to accept these two guys. We're just going to decline those two. Cool. All right, team player options. So Dylan Harper and Rasheer Fleming are going to get brought back. Qualifying offer, Caden Boozer we're going to bring back. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. So moratorium, I think it's just going to be Caden Boozer here. He is actually not there for whatever reason. Okay. So all these guys are basically going to let go. Everyone else the rights on. Caden Boozer I'd like to bring back. I don't know, for whatever reason, we don't have any of the rights over him. I don't think he's restricted, but that's fine. Okay, so what does this team need then? So we have Dylan Harper. We're going to find a backup point guard. If it's not Caden Boozer, it's going to be someone else. Cam Thomas and Elijah Williams. We have Rasheer Fleming and Noel Edwards now, the LeBron. We have Giannis and Christopher Purdue. And we have Evan Mobley and Charles Bassey. So I think this team is pretty solid. There's a few actual point guard options here that I wouldn't mind. Like Marcus Sasser could develop really nicely. Let's see if we can get Marcus Sasser, and then we can just let go of Caden Boozer. Or we can just keep Caden Boozer on a cap hold if he really wants to. So my thoughts now. Is Cam Thomas still the guy? He looks like he is still the guy. Dylan Harper still looks like he's the guy. All these guys seem like they're just perfect for this team. Rasheer Fleming, I do like him. I do like him a lot. He's probably going to develop really nicely still. So let's just see if we can throw in 2 first-round picks and Cam Thomas. I don't know if this is even worth it. Okay, we can get Knuffle and we can get Caleb Holt, who hasn't played at all, but Knuffle's an okay player. Brandon McCoy, Derek White is an interesting proposition. Zubac, Carter Bryant, Jaden Hardy, VJ. You're going to give us VJ Edgecombe and Austin Reeves. VJ Edgecombe. I'm actually considering doing that trade. Not even kidding. VJ would be awesome just defensively on this team too, and he kind of develops really well. Yeah, give me VJ Edgecombe. Give me VJ Edgecombe. I'm sold on that. Oh, I kind of want to win with Cam Thomas though. Maybe we can come back to this at the deadline. Okay, let's move on to player progression. Hopefully we see just some greens. No reds, please. If there's any reds, I'm going to be sad. Caden Boozer comes back. Okay, so Giannis is down 1. That's okay, but everyone else is developing nicely. We've got a big drop off from after our top 5. It just drops. So maybe we should have made some more trades, but maybe we could have recouped some more veteran players. But I like this team. I like it a lot. I don't normally go 4 years, but we kind of wasted that middle year and weren't able to sign anyone. But oh man, this team is too good to be bad again. So Jokic on the Bucks wins MVP. Theory Darlin wins Rookie of the Year. 6th player. Silas Damari. Depoy goes to Wemby. I don't know. I'm going to pronounce these names anymore. Cooper Flag Clutch player. Mitch Johnson Coach of the Year. So we fell off a little bit, which kind of sucks. It sucks a lot actually. Dylan Harper and Giannis are here. And Evan Mobley's here on defensive team, which is nice to see. But we end up as the 2 seed. Okay, for a little bit there, we were the 3 seed, which is, we were the 4 or 5 seed. So we actually played pretty well towards the end of the year. But the team is solid. Hopefully we can just, build some momentum and we're coming up against the Cavs, who they never really change. So let's see if we can get past the Cavs, and we do in 4. So now we come up against the reigning MVP, and they don't have Dame anymore. Interesting. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4. Oh man, game 4 goes to them. Okay. Let's reset this. Let's revisit this. If we lose, the video's over. We're done. And 2K just absolutely hates us. That's what I'm saying. 2K absolutely hates us. Okay. Can we hold on? And it looks like we are going to hold on. Lovely to see. Let's just reset the team again, and let's try and force a game 7 here. Hopefully our team just switch on. Hopefully Dylan Harper has an absolute legacy game. Hopefully Giannis is coming up to show up against his old team. And oh my god, we almost choked that. So now we're going to a game. Now we're going to a game 7 against the Bucks. Can we please get through? The Hornets just like swept up there too. So if this is like real life and not simulation, they're gonna have like a team that's been beat up in a game 7, and we're getting eliminated. 2K just hates us, man. Cooper Flag, Will Riley, and the Mavs win again. Okay. Literally let me know what I did wrong in this team. I feel like we built such a good team, and like I get our bench is a little bit weak. We have a couple of 70s and no 80s, but I feel like we just had such a strong team, like a good defensive presence. Like Evan Mobley was like good in the playoffs. Giannis was good in the playoffs. Like, okay, well, hopefully the Spurs video goes a little bit better. I'll see you guys in the next one.